It's got to be, I'm proud of me. That's why I'm steady moving on despite the hatred. I get better every song, man. It's got to be, I'm proud of me.
All praise to the Most High. Welcome to Global State of Mind. I'm your host with the most. I have my cousin here, JD, with me. If you don't know about him, ladies, he has the sexiest voice in show business.
French Jamaican vanilla.
Lord, them say vanilla, Jamaican vanilla. Cocoa bean.
I say French Jamaican, that French Jamaican flavor, you know what I mean?
So ladies, if you don't know, ladies, sorry about that, ladies. He has the sexiest voice in show business. They call him the French Jamaican. Oui. You see me? But welcome, Global State of Mind. You know, we're there. So we don't want to talk about some important topics, so we're going to jump right into it. JD, cuz, how you doing?
What's up, GSM family? We out here, you know what I mean? So, by the way, I hope you all good. Hope you all had a good weekend, had a good week. I wish you all the best for the upcoming week. I don't know wherever you are situated in the world. Of course, we're in a time of crisis right now, which we're going to be speaking about today. So we're going to be digging into a very serious topic, and I'm going to really weigh my opinion on the topic.
Come on.
And with that said, I want to state one thing, right? I want to show, give my prayers out to the people of Ukraine right now that, you know what I mean, that is in war. Rest in peace to all the people that are civil and military that, you know what I mean, losing their lives and putting their life on the line, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings.
All the POWs.
Right? And so, we just, with that said, we're just going to try to get into the topic and explain to y'all what's going on, and talk a little bit about our thought process based on, the situation and the previous historical events that occurred during the two countries, and also on a broader scale where the world is concerned. So, Garn, if you want, you can start it off, or you can go ahead. Anyone.
People, me and JD, we keep up on things, not even we, Global State of Mind, all of us. Me, you, all on, everybody. Where the camera there? Camera there, right there. You, all of us. We all keep up on things. So that we do. Is that what we do around here? See? So, remember me, I talked to them before. Remember if you catch one episode, I'm telling the guys, say, yo, the way things are moving is almost like we're there on the curve for the end of everything. And so I say the end of everything, I don't mean the end of everything, because it's not done. When me you're gone, another version, I'll come back on it. When I say version, let me break that down for the simple man now and bring it to you in a layman's terms. When I say another version of this, I say like, at the Matrix, I'm going to retool it and bring it back, I say like that, I say, when me dead, another man going to be born. And then I'll carry on another version of the same thing, fuckers, how they keep up before our time, you see me? So catch me clear. So, another version I'll come through, you see me? I say, but with the on the version, I feel the version for done. Because when we telling them, say, when teachers, I relate to everything, but I'm bringing it into it clearly. When teachers aren't safe and not allowed to wear a mask into a school because of their personal beliefs, and a parent will attack that teacher, JD, because the teacher wants to wear a mask to school to protect themselves. Choice, Remember me telling the people, things are getting crazy. So when we look what's going on right now, the world don't look on this big war, man. Remember, say Russia and Ukraine been a past history, You see me say in 2014 when Russia took over, I think it was Crimea. If they don't pronounce it right, people remember, say whatever. So when the man them come to and take over Crimea, so Russia come to take over Crimea now, I think it was 2014 if I'm correct about it. So I'm not 100% sure, but JD might be correct on the day or something, but me say. So they have a problem from a long time, but before that, they have big problems, because when Ukraine ceded from Russia back in the days, I say, they will want to go back and try to capture the thing back. So now all they might do is just, they might bring the past to the current. They might try them best to capture it. Because if you look on the map and you look on Ukraine and Russia, that is not a war, my youth. That is me fighting a baby. You see me, I say?
Yeah.
Even though Ukraine is number 8 in the world for armament shipment. You see me, I say? So them ship out all the armaments. If you don't know what armament mean, ask Google. And if you have an iPhone, Siri get the feel. You see me? But so JD, You see, me have a whole bunch of information on the histories and a whole bunch of information on the whole entire situation, as I said, per se. Come just catch up to it in my youth. But
Alright, well,
I tell you right now, the Putin, him deadly my youth. Is him come like a Russian version of Trump.
KGB, nigga, don't forget.
You see me?
KGB. He was in the KGB, so he go way back. He go from like the first the Cold War, that era. He was alive
from
then,
the Cold War era?
Of course.
Oh, then he was a killer, my youth, and a certified killer.
Of course, he was in the KGB. That's what I'm showing you. He making like what 70 this year, so
hold on.
Yeah.
So hold on. So him and James Bond used to run together.
Just like that.
It's in it. In it.
Russian bands.
So we catch the news scene. And me not catch the whole breakdown, but me see the man come on the TV and me see the man say, yo, listen, my youth. Anybody, listen, I tell them
get it.
The man say anybody who want it can get it.
What you mean? Who want smoke with me?
And him not play. Him say, yo, him say, I'll kick them over and take them over. And if you want to come dip your finger in this hot water, fuck with me, you know I got it.
Well, as far as the history go, from what I understand from the historical facts, is this, right? So remember way back in the days, it had like what we call the Soviet Union, right?
Yeah.
And the Soviet Union was basically like a Russian federation that had different countries, and they were like borderline countries that historically was a part of Russia. You know what I mean? Ukraine was one of those countries that like half of the land or a piece of the land, I don't know what percentage of the land, was actually a part of what we call the Russian Federation, or the country of Russia. You know what I mean? That was way back in the day. So, you know, fast forward after the fall of Berlin, the walls of Berlin, and, you know, fall eventually of the Soviet Union, Ukraine, of course, they got, well, they always wanted sovereignty and diplomacy in their country, so they basically changed their politics, and few years later, fast forwarding again, NATO was created, right? Yeah. NATO. So all who don't know what NATO is, it's a military alliance, right? I think it represents the North Atlantic Treaty something another. Treaty National Organization.
Hold on.
It's actually a military organization.
NATO, is NATO part of UN, or is UN part of NATO? Are them two separate?
It's two separate things. United Nations is two, and NATO is two separate things. NATO is literally a military. How do you call that?
A military
organization between multiple countries.
Yeah.
So it have the United States, it have France, and a whole other bunch of European countries, right?
In America, them call it an all-star team up.
Yeah. And so this was, well, this
all
is the
baddest motherfuckers in the world are run together.
But this was the problem that Putin has, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fact that he personally experienced the fall of the Soviet Union, and he knew the historical, he was there during all that, you know, crisis, and he knew how that came to happen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was because of unions like that. So you have to understand his thought process and his way of observing the
what do you mean? What do you mean by it was because of that?
Well, if you remember during the Cold War, how Russia fell was because of alliances, military alliances that was formed between European countries and the USA. Mm-hmm. That's how Russia fell, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so Putin was alive back then. And he experienced that fall, you understand?
Yeah, him get slapped around, and probably get some of the things. So,
now when, you know, throughout the years, Russia built back its power, economical power, military power, formed some real crazy ass alliance, such like China, North Korea, Saudi Arabia, money, you know what I mean? Some real alliance.
Those are, you know what those were called, right?
What?
Those are called world powers.
Exactly.
The name you just named off, they call those world powers.
Yeah,
and those names are only given to countries that have the ability to instantly destroy other countries.
Yeah, it has mass destruction, lethal weapons such as nuclear bombs and shit like that.
Chemical, biological warfare.
Yep. So yeah, now Russia is in a position where it's back at its peak form. It's at its top. You know what I mean? And it still has the NATO. And the thing with Ukraine is that Ukraine being now independent country, defending its sovereignty, it wanted to be a part of NATO, right? Which is once again a military alliance between European countries and the United States.
All-star team up, gunfinger.
Exactly.
Pew, pew, pew,
now
pew.
the big problem that Putin has with that is that, well, if you look where Ukraine is, it's at its backyard.
Yeah.
Along with a lot of other different countries that it's at its backyard, it's at its borders, right?
Well, Ukraine is, if you look at how Ukraine is connected
just
is
below
connected
Russia.
to Russia, it's almost like a gateway into Russia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, from what I understand, if I'm looking at things through his eyes and experience, through his experience, I would be like, okay, well, they got us. You know what I mean? They got us like that.
Last time NATO come to NATO slap
you know what I mean? And it's true that for years he has been negotiating with NATO countries, right? Countries that is a part of NATO, so that they won't include Ukraine in that military alliance, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they gave their word and they went back on their word and they wanted to add Ukraine, and I'm guessing that's where the push of the military intervention came from my understanding, right? Now, once again,
hold on. Message. You see, people, them keep the same amount of fuckers that people with normal people fuck with. We keep up as normal people are the same exact fuckers them keep up in them big governments. And don't believe for 1 second because them sitting in them high places and them any different from with them are human being on the hear this fuckers is somebody explain to me. Go on, JD. Sorry, we just want to make sure we point out them.
No, but it's real talk. So,
man.
So that's really and truly the history behind the whole thing. Now, there's always two versions to history, right?
Yeah.
On one end, it have NATO with the United States being the alliance of a bunch of European countries such as France and people like that.
The victor's history.
Exactly. And they always saw Russia and Russia as a threat. That is clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously,
Russia has always made itself a threat. Though they make sure don't fuck with us, G.
Yeah.
Russia's always done that since the day I remember Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah. I don't know who Dolph Lundgren is, but yeah.
Oh, you don't know who Dolph Lundgren is, my youth.
I know Stallion, I know Lenin, I know all those niggas.
Dolph Lundgren, the man when Rocky go to box the Russian youth and him talk with the blonde hair.
Now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking
about.
Yeah,
man, Dolphy.
I never know his name though.
Yeah, man, Dolph Lundgren, no retreat, no surrender. Dolph Lundgren, my youth. Get down, my youth. Where's me? This is the day I can't remember Russian, my youth. Me never remember nothing. When it's all right. Look, it's when them purview black people, them purview us in a certain situations. You see me? I say either we are rob or we are kill, or we are steal, or we are deal and we are wheel. You see me? When them purview Russian are violence. I'm mostly them are them have the stigma of the whole vodka and all things like that. But you see me? I say, but
yeah.
JD, to me,
it's all right.
To me, hold on. To me, my youth, I'm gonna look on this right here. My youth, relate it back to everything. I'll link everything together. Because if you watch Global System Mind since we start this thing, we've been saying this exact thing was gonna happen, step by step. Me and JD been talking about this in and out since we started the podcast. We've been talking about the negatives. We've been talking about the change. We've been talking about how lives have been changing, how we leaving family concept behind. We becoming fuck you, it's just me type of mentality. How we fucking losing our shit, bro. This war is you gotta remember, when there's no such thing as that war just affecting them over there. Because I'm not talking about America or in France. I'm talking about the world. They fighting over there, but there's no more small world.
Yep.
There's no more war over there no more. That
There's
war
pacts
is
and
the
alliances
war right
and
the
shit
fuck
like that.
here. Oh, you can't step. That's where that war is.
Mhm.
If you in America and they fighting over there, we gonna know what's going on. We gonna know how many casualties died today. not in the newspaper when it come out on Monday or whatever. We gonna know today, my nigga. So when you see these motherfuckers that have all this power and they have the ability to instantly, when I say instantly, people, I mean they could go in there and press a button, JD, my nigga.
That's it. Whole city is gone.
Oh, and it's now in the Bible. This is what the Bible is, a good history book. You should read it. If you've never read it, go read it. You don't have to read it no more than once, but read it. The Bible says back in the day they'd raise the land. That meant to kill everything. That means they take big ass rakes and rake land and pour salt in there so that nothing would ever grow there ever again. And they'd kill everybody down to the last morsel. Nobody in the line could survive. That's what nuclear war is. That's what nuclear war is, bro. You see what I'm saying to you? So we've always had a form and a way to just wipe shit out. You see what I'm saying? Completely. Now it went from them literally holding the baby in their hand and slitting the baby's throat or bashing the baby's head on the ground to hit the button. Push the button.
Advanced technologies and shit like that.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So here the man. No, listen, JD. That's what I'm saying to y'all. He's just a man. He ain't no greater than nobody else. He's just a man. But that man came on TV, not broadcast to fucking Russia, my nigga, but to the world, and said, "I'm fit to go take that shit over, G.
Yep.
You niggas come fuck with me if you want
to. Y'all intervene?
Yeah.
We got something special for you."
Them niggas got
That's
nuclear,
basically what he said, though, for real.
bro. Them niggas got nuclear bombs that blow.
Yeah.
They probably got bombs that can seek a person out, my nigga. You feel me? Because you know they got the satellites that can spot you from up there in the sky. That's specifically you.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying to you? So,
Yeah.
people, I'm telling y'all, man, you got to get ready, man. Global State of Mind is we out here trying to help you guys get ready for the shits. It's coming, JD.
To be honest, I'm kind of I'm split between, really what's going on, because there's two perspectives to it. On one end, and I have to say this because it's important.
Yeah.
I don't condone, violence in any way, shape, or form. So
Never.
I'm never for, a military intervention in another country, right? I'm never for war. You know what I mean? I believe that, humanity is sacred and life is sacred. We only have one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you should defend
And as
it.
human beings, we should always do every single thing that's possible to avoid taking life of another. That's how I see it.
But
know what I mean?
sometimes you have to.
That's true. Sometimes you have to.
Yeah. I would prefer
Sometimes
to be
you
a silent
find
warrior
yourself in a
than a
situation
peaceful
that you have
warrior.
to defend yourself, right?
Yeah,
No,
I prefer to be a silent warrior than a peaceful warrior.
the thing is, it's not really a defense right here where Russia is concerned. It's an
No.
attack. You know what I mean? These niggas on the attack.
This is pow, 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 pow.
Yeah. But at the same time, if I'm the president of a country, right? And due to historical events, okay, let's bring this back in next week. When you look at slavery, right? And you look at what happened with black people in slavery, you know what I mean? You saw, okay, they start coming for us in Africa, saying, we got opportunity over there. Let's go get on the ship, you know what I mean? Next thing, we reach over there. It's a whole different story. If I live through such an experience, 10, 20, 50 years after, they start coming back with ships, I'm going to be like, hell no, unless I'm stupid or something. But if you are a sensible human being, you're going to be like, hell no, you know what I mean? We ain't going back through the same shit. You try that once, this can't happen again, right? And this is the reality of like what Putin is going through right now. They formed an alliance before, right?
Yeah.
He realizes that they're trying to form an alliance and form alliances
in his backyard
with countries in his backyard. So logically, he's like, I can't sit back and allow this shit to happen. You know what I mean? They can't do this shit twice. You know what I mean? And it's true. It's true because right now, like there's a good bit of European countries, including France and Germany. France is also a country that has nuclear weapon. You know what I mean? And Germany and countries like that are in this alliance, right?
Does France have a big military force?
I know we probably like the 6th or 7th biggest military power in the world. We talk.
What about nuclear?
Sure.
What about nuclear?
Yeah, we like the only European country with nuclear weapons.
England got nuclear capabilities, bro.
Yeah, but England is no longer part of like Europe. It's no longer part of the European Union. So
they're not in the EU.
No, remember it had the Brexit.
Huh?
It had the Brexit. You know what Brexit is, right?
Bomba clad, nick me with the Brexit now, man.
It had the Brexit, cause.
But no, but the breakup, we never know about the Brexit.
Part. It's been like what, 2-3 years now, something like that.
We know about the breakup, but we never know about the Brexit or the Brexit.
Yeah, man.
Tell me now.
They took the bread and the exit. The breads. No, but yeah, for like I think it's been like 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, around 2-3 years ago, they exited the European Union. But France and the UK is
Great
also
Britain or England?
England.
England? Okay.
Yeah. Hold on.
England and Great Britain is two different things.
I know that. Yeah, I think it's England. I'm not. Yeah, it's England. But yeah, France and England is probably like the only two European countries per se, European countries with what do you call those weapons again?
The thing about it is you can here's what you can count on Russia for. In Russians are another set of people that so in Samoans, there's a saying for Samoans, some people call them Samoan niggas. Mm-hmm. You see me? You get it?
Yeah.
You see me? So with Russians are like how they've stigmatized and classed people. When you watch a movie, you see Russian people, the Russian guy is usually the bad guy. When you watch a big star movie, now don't forget that Russia has, if you don't know, Russia have movies in my youth. So if you don't, Netflix has a shitload of Russian movies, if you never know. But go watch a couple of Russian movies, I'm good, my youth. But not the best of the best. You can't catch one out of 100. But in Russia though, them probably pew 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 pew. Them probably go in Russia, but not here. But it goes deep. As I was saying, so Russia has all the capabilities to do everything in my youth. Yeah. And them if you look upon them in my youth, or them move like how I moving, and they're not moving in the presence of everybody. You see me saying? When they move, them tend to move by themselves, and they move with other powers will move like them. You see me? Through the whole history of time, Russia, you know about Russia join up with a bunch of people, you hear Russia do this. You hear Russia and them. Yeah. You see me?
Yeah. Really.
You hear a lot of Russia and so go and do this. You see me? I say,
when you hear Russia, something heavy coming through though.
Yeah, man. When you hear Russia, listen, if you ever go to prison and you hear a man near Russia, you say, you're expecting big youth, fun. Yeah, man, I'm a competitor, something up, man, Russia. You see me? So when we take all of the past into hand right now and look at where we stand, I seen this coming hell long ago. It was either gonna be Russia first or China or North Korea, man. Luckily, it's Russia first. Russia's president seems more sane, less of the chaos, less of the crazy like America. Like North Korea, it seemed like the man wake up on Tuesday and say, I never like how the man smile yesterday when I talk on the TV, Send some off. You see me?
For real.
Yes, I'm seeing my youth.
Kim something like that.
Kim Jong-un. Man.
Yeah, something like that.
But putting out of the tree where Mr. the 4C if it decides because if you know something, you know something. The China own a lot of American harbors.
China own a lot of harbors worldwide, period.
Of every country that is established in this world, China own harbors. Yep. Who buys harbors?
China,
Who buys
To me,
Hormers?
China is like they're very dangerous, but they work behind in the shadows. China is the country that work in the shadows. You know what I mean?
China is the ninjas of business, man.
Exactly. And Russia, business and military. They like
But
top
Russia,
three military
Russia
and
like they
power.
know what them a do, but them try to be
Exactly.
sneaky.
Russia
But them
like
try to be sneaky
niggas
at
we
the
here.
same time.
What? You know what I mean?
No, man,
Russia's
them
like
sneaky
NBA,
too,
you
man.
know what I
Them
mean?
sneaky,
Niggas with
them
attitude.
sneaky. No, man, them
NWA
sneaky.
should say.
Huh?
Russia?
Yeah, man, them sneaky too, man. Russian people sneaky, them well sneaky, man, yo. But the thing about it is that Russian people, we let them cocky overstep the sneakers and that, and then we just let it be known. Like, yeah, nigga, just me, nigga. But them man, them can't be sweet about the powers. When them have the power, them are make you know them have the power, man. When you hear about Russia, you hear about big things. So you remember something. So when you come through right now and you see that this man has been given the power to literally press a button. And when we say him have supreme leadership, you know, he has supreme leadership. In America, the president might say push the button, but they might say no, fool, we not push nothing. Back up. Let's go talk about this. Putin say push the button, him a push it. The button there right there.
Look at just the intervention.
Yeah.
I think we heard about it. It was 4 a.m. in the morning when it came on the radio, right?
Yeah.
But he gave the orders, but the military was done on the move. Like he went on TV and said like, we coming, you know what I mean? But then niggas was like already spraying shit, knocking on the door. You know
driving, running.
It was instant. It was this and that, A and B, just like that.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing now. Now, JD, is we're gonna really see, because so if my people my age who cares about history, the Gulf War era, you know what I'm saying? Like when those wars were happening, bro, like they'd be like, who's gonna join? Who's gonna come over here and join with us and fight these motherfuckers? And France was like, yeah, we coming, motherfucker.
You know what, cuz before you go any further, let's talk about that. And what we think, you know, is going to happen in the future, in the next episode.
Well, say less, my guy. People, I want you to do one, maybe two things. This includes using this finger and hitting that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button,
like,
folks.
share, subscribe, and comment. Give us your thoughts on what's going on right now between Russia and Ukraine. Give us your thoughts on the whole situation, back and forth situation between NATO and the Soviet Union and the Russian Federation and all of that. Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe, you know what I mean? And GSM family, we out here.
Wait there, right here. Listen. Hey, come here. Hit the subscribe button, please. Deuces. We'll see you guys next episode. Thank you. Come again.